Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today we are joined by a special guest. Tom, say hello mate.
Hello mate. There you go.
There we go. Today we're going to be predicting the 2022-23 season for League One. The fixtures come out this morning as of recording, so it's actually very interesting to see. But yeah, Tom is obviously a Portsmouth fan, so what are your thoughts on the fixtures, Tom?
Yeah, I like the look of the fixtures. We've got Sheffield Wednesday away from home as our first one, mate. So that's a bit mental.
Ooh, that should be nice.
Yeah, so that'll be good. That's where our last game of the season was this year. Well, the season just gone, so that's cool. We just had a look. We had a chat. You've got an away game at Fratton Park on the Tuesday, haven't you? Tuesday night in August, and then is it a Saturday at home as well?
It is a Saturday at home in March. Yeah.
Cool. So yeah, no, I'm excited, mate. How are you feeling about it?
There's a few fixtures that are a bit, but I think the majority of fixtures, I'm pretty happy with. But yeah, you can't be happy with everyone, can you?
What's the plan then? What are we doing for the viewers of the Addz channel, mate? What's going on?
We're gonna go from the bottom to the top, and okay. Yeah, let's just go from there. I reckon. Starting off with 24th. Who have you got in 24th?
I went for Morecambe, because I think they're going to lose Cole Stockton, and if they don't have him, and if they didn't have him last season, they would have been down, wouldn't they? Quite frankly.
Yeah.
So I think with him going elsewhere, there's been offers from all sorts of clubs, and Morecambe have kind of stood their ground at the minute and gone, no, we want him to stay at the Shrimps. But in a minute, someone's going to come in with way too much money that he can't refuse, and he'll be off. And
exactly.
sadly, I think they'll be down. What's your 24th team? Who have you gone for?
I have also gone for Morecambe. I do believe Stockton will leave, as Morecambe, I don't think they're a suited club for Stockton. I think he should be playing a much higher level in League One or maybe Championship. But yeah, I've also gone for Morecambe at 24th. 23rd, I'm going to start this one off. I've gone for newly promoted Bristol Rovers. Now, this is a bit of a controversial one. Ooh. But I just don't see them getting somewhere this season, unfortunately. So Bristol fans, don't hate me, but yeah, I don't see Bristol Rovers surviving the drop this season. Who have you gone for 23rd, mate?
That's interesting. I went Accrington Stanley, just because, yeah, that one might be a bit of a weird one as well. But I mean, we should say at this point, anything that we say is, we've still got all of the transfer window to go, and
exactly.
I've put next to all of these, I've put reasonings for why I've put them there, and quite often I've gone, actually, I've not really got any kind of reasoning. I just feel like there's other teams that will do certain things, or if certain transfers come off and other ones don't. So it's one of those who's a little bit up in the air with it, and Accrington were just kind of. It's one of those who's a little bit up in the air with it, and Accrington were just kind of. With no disrespect to them, they have been massively overachieving in the last couple of years. I mean, League One, in terms of Accrington Stanley's history, is... I just think this season there's going to be too much quality in this division, so for that reason I've gone 23rd. Who is your 22nd place team, Alfie? What are you saying, son?
22nd, I have gone for none other than Fleetwood Town, the Cods. I do believe that they're going to go down this season. Obviously last season they survived the drop by goal difference, so I think this season they will go down. They might lose Paddy Lane, not too sure. Obviously the new manager's come in, we'll see how he does. But yeah, Fleetwood 22nd. Cods vlogs, don't hate me, I'm sorry, but yeah, you're going down.
Ben's not going to be happy, mate. He won't be happy if he sees this. He's not going to be happy. We'll probably speak about Fleetwood already. We'll probably speak about Fleetwood later when you get to where I've put them, because they're quite considerably higher than where you've gone for. But again, it's probably, it's not considerably higher. It's still mid-table for me. But I wonder what the new manager bounce might give them, Alfie. I'm not sure. I mean, that's complete. It might turn out to be a complete flop, and this will finally be the season they've gone down. But I think what you're saying is correct, because they've had so many seasons in League One. They're like the longest-serving team in League One. They've been 8 or 9 seasons, I think it is now, coming up to 10 years. So it's got to go wrong at some point. My 22nd team are the mighty Forest Green Rovers. I think they've definitely going to go straight back down, but I haven't seen enough of them to make that assumption, and it's in the middle of nowhere and whatever, but
exactly
they've obviously got enough talent to be here for League One. Luke McGee's a good keeper. We had him at Pompey a couple of years ago, so I think if they can keep hold of him over the transfer window and maybe bring in a few new additions to compete in League One and make themselves a solid team in the third division, I don't think they'll do it, and I think they'll go down. So your last team to go down, mate, is...
Right, this is also kind of a controversial one.
Better not be Pompey. I'm not going to be happy if it's
promoted.
Pompey.
Of course, it's not going to be Pompey. Another team that got promoted from League 2 last season, I've gone with Exeter. Now, a few people will be thinking, oh no, Exeter will survive the drop, but I think they're going down. Don't hate me, but they're going down. Alright, that's it. They're going down.
Oh, that's
Who
it.
have you gone for 21st?
That's literally it, mate. They are good. Well, funny you should say that. I've gone 21st for Exeter as well, and I think although they probably should have won League 2, I don't think they're going to have a good League 1 bounce, and I'm in complete agreement with you. I'm not really basing it off anything. I just think we go... Exeter City fans are going to absolutely hate us, mate, but it's all right, isn't it? We'll see what happens. Right. They will probably... I would imagine they will be in there kind of competing in and around... the kind of drop zone, and they'll be picking up some surprising results here and there and whatever. Yeah, but
no doubt.
Ultimately, I think they will just slip down. So that's my 21st team, mate.
So that is the drop done. Moving on to 20th place. Who have you gone for, Tom?
I went Burton Albion. I think they are a team that they've been in the Championship recently, or in recent times in the last couple of years. So they know what it's like to get above a level than League 1. But yeah, I don't really know. It was kind of... I went a little bit kind of chuck them all in the mixer and see what comes out in terms of the mid-table teams, because I don't think you can really say with too much certainty that a certain team's going to definitely finish 18th or whatever. It's just difficult to say, isn't it? But I think Burton will be one of those teams that are kind of teetering on the drop. Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank knows what he's doing, doesn't he? And I think he's got a group that he keeps well trained there, and he's got good morals with his football, and he knows how to do it. However, as I've already said, the challenge of League 1 and the talented groups of players that are in this division, I think will just put Burton slightly out of their comfort zone from where they've been for the last couple of seasons, and for that reason I've gone 20th. What about you, mate?
20th place, I've gone for a team that I've experienced in the player final.
Oh.
And the fans are brilliant, can I just say. Their fans are actually pretty good. I've gone for Port Vale. I think Port Vale will just about survive the drop this season and have another shot at League 1 next season. Yeah, they're a really decent club. At Wembley, funny enough, I was actually sat in front of Cian Harrott's cousin, which is actually pretty funny. Had a few conversations with him, and he was talking about Cian and everything. But yeah, Port Vale, I like their fans. They're a decent club. Looking forward to an away day there. This is a new ground to tick off. And yeah, I feel like they're going to survive the drop by a few points maybe, coming in at 20th. So 19th, I think we should just, like, run through 19th to like mid-table.
Just be quick with it, yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Yeah, so 19th, I've gone for Shrewsbury. Who have you gone for?
19th, Cheltenham for me. It's a little bit lower than they have been. I know. Sorry, Cheltenham fans, but yeah.
Yeah.
Go on then, 18th.
18th, newly promoted Forest Green Rovers.
Right, cool. So that's where they sit. I went for Port Vale in 18th, so we've now ticked off pretty much all of the newly promoted ones. Who's your 17th place?
17th, Burton Albion.
Okay, cool. All right, I went for Shrewsbury. Okay,
not too far off of mine. Not too far.
We're pretty, for the bottom teams, we are pretty close, aren't we? So that's interesting.
Yeah, it's pretty much similar. 16th. This actually threw me off a little bit. I've gone for Lincoln, but like I do think they're going to finish a little bit higher, but I don't know. I can't put a finger on it.
You can't, and it's difficult to do it at this stage of the season, isn't it? But I think what will be cool to do is, if you want to on your channel, you could always go back and sort of react to what you said as your early League One predictions, and then see how you're feeling at the end of the window. So that's cool. That's where I put Bristol Rovers in 16th, but then I went 15th as Lincoln, so we are pretty spot on that one.
Yeah.
And
15th,
then
I've gone for Cheltenham.
Cool, so that covers that one. That's 14th was where I put Fleetwood. So that's, you kind of completed a circle there. I thought about some of the decent handful of signings they've already made. I think it'll be a mid-table finish, is a little bit better than they have done. Who's your 13th place, mate?
Well, I haven't said my 14th yet.
Oh, sorry, go on. 14th, go for it.
14th, I've gone for my club, Cambridge United.
Oh.
I think it'll be another decent season, and I think we're finishing 14th. I was going to put us a little bit lower, but I think Cambridge fans would come at me a little bit if I put our team lower than that. So 14th, again, I think we're going to finish.
You thinking lower?
I do. I think we did have a good first season. We had a very good first season, actually. Exceeded a lot of people's expectations, and I think second season syndrome will sit in a little bit, but I think we'll be alright.
Well, funny enough, I went for my 13th place as Cambridge United as well. So we are very similar there. I wanted to say, firstly, love the away kit, by the way. I think that looks absolutely class.
I know, it's so clean, isn't it?
It's really nice, yeah. I did a little bit of digging, and I think, I mean, from watching you 3 times, because we had you in the trophy, the rubbish one, the Papa John's.
Yeah, the Papa John's trophy, yeah.
I didn't go, I'll be honest with you. I went to the home and the away one, but I didn't bother to go up there for that. But credit to even Cambridge fans that live around the corner for going to that, because that was
honestly, credit to Portsmouth fans for going to that. Like,
I don't know how many we bought, but yeah. So
I don't think it was many, but there were a few there.
We know Adam May's quality, and I really like your keeper as well. Then you can throw in the experience of someone like Greg Taylor, can't you? So it's kind of, I don't know. All bases covered, mid-table finish for me, given, again, the quality of some of the teams in the league. But, you know, you might have a really good season, mate. You might take everyone by storm, Cambridge United. Who knows?
Hopefully. But we shall see.
We shall.
13th, I've got Accrington, who you put in the drop.
I did. Why have you gone 13th out of interest, just quickly?
I don't know. I feel like Accrington are one of them teams who just surprised you a little bit. You know, they haven't got many fans, but when they came to our place, it was a Saturday, and they brought about, I think, 120 fans or something. But, you know, Accrington's one of them teams, isn't it? You know, that you just have that feeling about. So I just put them 13th.
Cool. Right, one up from that. This might surprise you a little bit. My 12th place team is MK Dons, because I am almost definite that Scott Twine's off. Sheffield United declared their interest recently. And that's not me saying that MK Dons are a one-man team, because I don't think they are by any stretch.
No.
I just think they'll struggle to find a replacement to fill the natural void that he's going to leave, and I think that might stall them a little bit in terms of their progress. And you've got to remember as well, it wasn't too long ago, and you'll remember because you've been watching football for a couple of years, but MK Dons were lower half of League One for quite a long time, and they were kind of in and around there, and I don't think it will take an awful lot for them to get back down there. Having said that, the changeover in management recently has been good, and their recruitment looks like it's spot on at the minute. So, as I said at the start, we could be completely wrong with all of this. I just had to kind of stick MK Dons in there, because, to be honest with you, I forgot to put them in the top half of it. So I thought, we'll go 12, and it's one of those teams that you forget about, isn't it? So we'll go 12, and then with the view to maybe put them up a bit higher. Who's your 12th place team, Alfie? Who have you gone for?
12th place, I've gone for Oxford. See...
Ooh.
They are a very strong side. However, I think last season was just, you know, a little bit too good for them, you know. So I think Oxford are going to tear it down a level and finish 12th place. Sorry if the Football Addz is watching this, but yeah, Oxford 12th place.
My 11th place team is Wycombe Wanderers, who always seem to be finding themselves in and around the playoffs. There's been sort of conversations recently about Gareth Ainsworth's commitment to the club. Obviously, he's been there for a long, long time now. He might be looking for a new challenge. Obviously, you've also got to consider the void that Akinfenwa is going to leave. Obviously, he's not playing any more football for Wycombe next season. So, I don't know. I mean, we shall see. Who have you gone for 11th place?
11th place. This was a controversial one. It was a toss-up between Wycombe and Charlton, who I've gone for 11th place.
Cool.
Charlton are one of them teams that should probably be higher up there. They definitely underperformed last season. Definitely should have finished higher than they should. But yeah, I think they're going to have another pretty bang average season. But I've got to say, the Valley is just an absolute precious stadium. It's just unreal.
It is class. Love the Valley. 10th place. Now, I thought long and hard about this one. I went for Derby County, really tricky to say. I know, look at his face. It's really,
Wow.
really tricky to say. Given the financial situation, obviously, I thought it'd only be fair to go for a bog standard 10th place. They might lose a few players, or they might really strengthen and make a beeline for the playoffs. The only thing that kind of changed my mind a little bit, don't want to bang on about it because we're all very happy, but Marlon Pack signed for us yesterday, and he was rumoured to be going to Derby County before he joined us, and the deal was almost there for him. I think the financial constraints threw him off a little bit. Obviously, he's a Pompey boy and he's come back to his boyhood club. So I worry that might be sort of a sign of things to come for them. Maybe they won't be able to attract the players that they want at this level to compete, and they might want to go elsewhere to clubs like your Portsmouth, Ipswich. Charles went for 10th.
Yeah, about that. I've definitely put Derby a lot higher than that. But 10th place, I've gone for Plymouth.
Oh my word. Right.
It's one of them teams where, you know, we beat them 2-0 at our place. They didn't look too great. I mean, away from home 1-1. Probably should have been a Plymouth win, I won't lie. But Plymouth, I think, finishing 10th. Great fans, can I say? Great fans.
Right, 9th I went for Peterborough, which is another one that you might be like a little bit, what's he talking about there? They've made a couple of signings already. Yeah. I like the way that Peterborough United's run. Again, that's just chucking them in the mixer. Not quite sure how that's going to go, so I went for a bog standard 9th place. Now we're getting into the exciting bit though, aren't we? Who's your 9th place team?
Exactly, 9th place. 9th place I've gone for Bolton Wanderers. Cool. Now, obviously, James Trafford has just come back, so that's probably buzzing news. And obviously, our main left back, Jack Addz, has gone to Bolton. Not too happy about that, but you know, it is what it is. Happy for him. Hopefully he can do really well there. But yeah, Bolton I put in 9th, and in 8th position I've gone for Wycombe.
Okay, so that's cool.
Yeah.
Bolton, my 8th place team as it goes. So you've already mentioned James Trafford. Connor Bradley on loan from Liverpool's big as well, which has only been announced in the last sort of day or so. So maybe we should be looking a little bit higher. And then 7th place, who you gone for?
7th place, just missing out on playoffs yet again.
Oh God.
Ipswich Town.
Oh, thank God for that.
Ipswich Town.
Oh, I was getting worried then.
I think their side is very strong, I won't lie. But obviously our 1-0 win against Ipswich was absolutely phenomenal last season. And I think we're going to beat them twice again. But, you know, I think they're just going to miss out on playoffs again. I don't think it's going to be their season.
I watched that one actually. I very much enjoyed that video, mate. By the way, I
very much enjoyed being there.
Yeah, I bet you did. You look like you did. You'll be quite surprised where I put Ipswich, and you'll find out in a minute. But Barnsley were my 7th place team. If they can get through the summer with the Championship talent from last season relatively unscathed, I think they'll be okay. Robbie Cundy is a great deal from Bristol City, which has only just happened sort of overnight. So that's all good. And then 6th place, I went Charlton. So that kind of closes the little Charlton loop that we opened, and that is the final playoff position. Who snatches a final playoff place for you, Alfie?
Barnsley actually snatched that for me.
Okay, cool.
I went Barnsley for 6th. 5th place, I've gone for none other than your team, Portsmouth Town, in 5th place. 5th place. I think you're a very strong side, and I think I can't say whether you're going to win the playoffs or not, but I think your team will finish in the playoffs. You'll have a strong start, and you'll get off to good stuff. That.
I went for 5th place Oxford, and then 4th place was Plymouth. So I went quite a lot higher than you did. We've had quite a lot of games against Plymouth in the last couple of years, and I think they've got something good going there. So I'd be surprised to see them finish any lower than the playoffs, but we will see. And then my 3rd place team, we'll find out in a minute after you've done your 4th. Go on, hit me with it.
My 4th place is quite different to yours. I've gone for MK Dons in 4th place.
Okay.
I think they're going to settle for playoffs again, and maybe get to Wembley this time. We shall see. But yeah, I think the loss of Twine will be a bit difficult for them, but I think they'll still have a strong season as they're, not a one-man team. In 3rd position, I've gone for Derby County.
Oh.
Yeah, I think they're gonna be pretty decent this season. I was debating whether to go higher.
Oh my God, really?
I've settled with third.
So you feel like they're going to clear 100%. Up all the financial stuff, get their owner sorted, and then compete?
I think that'll go out the window next season.
My third place team is the mighty Pompey, with a big if, and I know you're probably everyone's probably watching, and you're probably sat there going, "Oh, he's a Pompey fan, of course he's going to put them third." But if we pull through with the transfers that we want to make and the ones that we've made clear that we want, or even the ones that we haven't made clear, George Hurst comes back. We've got Marlon Pack now in midfield. We've got some serious quality on our side. Danny and Nicky are one of the best managerial partnerships, I think, in English football, to be quite honest with you. I think in terms of their spirit, the work ethic that they drive, the creativity that they have in terms of selecting a team and the way that people want to play, I think there's nothing better, and we've got something really good going. Need a bit of cash injected into the team, get some players in, and then
100%.
I'd probably put us anywhere in the playoffs, to be honest. I'd be more than happy, but
I can't see Pompey finishing outside of the playoffs this season.
Thanks, I appreciate that. You can leave that bit in the video.
I can't.
Who are your top two, mate? Who have you gone for?
Alright, so Cambridge fans are going to rinse me for this, but second place, Peterborough United.
Oh God!
Obviously, that hurts to say because bit of a rivalry between us. But Peterborough are going to finish second. I think Jack Marriott and Clark Harris, if they stay, they're definitely going to tear up the league this season and finish in second place.
Our first place are exactly the same team because I've gone for Ipswich Town. So much quality from last season. Connor Chaplin, Wes Burns, for whatever reason it didn't click, and Kieran McKenna's got the ship sailing now. I'd love them. Exactly. I'd love them not to do it. I don't know why. I don't know. I'd love us to get automatics, I suppose, and And then obviously the Owls are our top team, then, aren't they? To win the league.
Sheffield Wednesday, Sheffield Wednesday to win the league this season. I think it's finally their time. They've got a lot of money to spend. I think they're going to do pretty well this season, and they're going to finish top of the league, going to the championship. We won't talk about the result against us.
No, we won't. We don't need to talk about ours either. So there we go. Move on.
That is it. That is everything done. 24th to first place. I think I'd say there might be a few teams that are a bit surprising in this video, on my behalf and Tom's behalf. But I think I'm happy with my table. Tom, are you happy with your table?
Yes, mate, very happy. It was nice to see how many we actually agreed on, because we had quite a few that were either they were both spot on or like one was similar. A place higher or one was a place lower. I think we're both set on Sheffield Wednesday to win the league. The major differences I think we had were MK Dons, but that's probably just me. I like how high you've put Peterborough, even though you're a Cambridge fan. I don't know what was going on there. And then obviously, I know, I can imagine. And then obviously the Ipswich one, they're an unpredictable team, aren't they? Basing it off what we saw last season, it's going to need a vast improvement over the course of the whole season. But we shall see how we go. Thanks for having me on. It's been lovely to spend some time with you, mate.
No worries.
It's been lovely. Get subscribing down below, because there's way too many people of you watching these videos that aren't subscribed. So get it done, get it sorted.
You heard it.
And enjoy this. You're doing all full season content, aren't you?
We should be doing full season.
Wicked.
But before I say anything else, make sure you go subscribe to Tom's channel, Fournilwrittenalloverit. Link will be in description, top link. So yeah, make sure you go subscribe. On the road to 10k, or have you hit it yet?
No, very mate, close, still very, very, very close. Yeah, so we'll see.
Very close. Get him to 10k if you haven't already subscribed, but I'm sure you have. Get him to 10k subscribers. I'd just like to say one more thing. Alex Griffin, Ipswich is not a derby, alright? Get it out of your head. Ipswich is not a derby for Cambridge. It's not our final. Shush. Shut up, I don't want to hear anything. Alright boys, we're going to wrap off today's video. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you did enjoy, smash a like, subscribe. Obviously subscribe to Tom. Catch you in the next video. See you later.